Welcome to RickRackRuby. I'm Laura Cluvo. Today we will make this PomPom Snowflake Christmas Girl Clothespin Ornament. She's a variation of the Holly Girl, and I just want you to know that you can just switch up the colors and the decorations of this project, and you can make them all day long. They're fun and easy, so let's get started. To make our snowflake girl, we'll start with an old-fashioned clothespin. I like the kind with the tapered legs. I've already made the faces, and you can make a face just like this one by following the Focus on Faces tutorial. I'll use a 65mm pom-pom maker from Clover to create her skirt. I'm using this Woolike yarn. It's fine, and since it's so fine, I'll have to wrap it each side of my pom-pom maker 200 times. Now the other side. We will tie off the pom-pom with a piece of this Creatology stretchy cord. It's from Michaels. So I will cut up, and this yarn does snap open, and it's kind of vulnerable. So, just be careful and work quickly to get this tied off. I usually tie it on one side, pull it tight, and then the other side, and knot it off. And then carefully remove the pom-pom from the pom-pom maker. And then because of that stretchy cord, it's easy to open up the pom-pom and just slide the clothespin right in. We always lose a couple of strands of yarn, but it's not that big of a deal because we have so many. Anyway, then I'm going to apply some hot glue to secure this front and back, and then left and right. Now I've cut a scallop circle from Aqua colored felt with my die cutting machine. And this circle is 2 1/4 inches across. So if you don't have a die cutting machine, you can just cut a circle. Now I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to cut a little slit this way in the center, and then this way also in the center here. So I have this little opening, and then I'm going to just kind of cut this out. This doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be right in the center, but you don't want it to be too big. This is designed just to fit over the pom-pom skirt, the tutu. And then we're going to create a little, sort of like a belt with baker's twine. I'm using red and white, but you could use the gold. I have also this gold, which would be pretty. And they even have a turquoise and white baker's twine, but I don't have any, so I'm going to use this. Now, my clothespin has this sort of straight section here, and then it tapers toward the neck. So I'm going to try to keep this along the straight section. So I'll wrap it 4 or 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's enough. And then I'm going to tie it. Oops, I'm going to tie it in the back. There's the face, so this is the back. Then I'm just going to tie a little bow, and I'm tying the streamers into knots. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to secure the bow. Just a little drop of glue, not much. I don't want it to get sloppy. Then I'll tie this streamer into a knot as well. That looks good. So the loops and the streamers are just resting on top of the skirt, and the streamers are about the length of the width of the skirt. Then I've also got a little heart that I cut out from the same felt, and I'm going to glue this onto the front like a bodice. I need to be sure to secure that around to the sides. That looks good. And then I have a little strip of felt. See if this is long. Yeah, that's long enough. This is about 3 inches long. I'll fold it in half. Put a little bit of glue right in the center and glue that behind her neck, like that. And then I'm going to glue her hands down to her skirt, like that. Now she's going to be holding a snowflake, so I have a couple of options. Maybe this one. I think I'll go with this one. So this is a dimensional sticker, and so it has a little foam pad on the back, and when I tried to peel this off, it kind of caused the sticker to bend, so I'm going to leave it this time. And just glue it right over the hands, so it looks like she's holding it right at her waist. Now for her hair, we're going to use this tiny little 20mm Clover pom-pom maker and this aqua colored yarn that I got from Amazon. It's called Craftis, and it came in a bag with about 20 or 30 little balls like this. So since this is so small, you only have to wrap it 25 times. Doesn't take long at all. And I'm gonna cut these off first. We're gonna tie these with yarn instead of with elastic because we don't need to open these. So I'm gonna wrap these 25 times, and I'm going to make 2 of these aqua pom-poms. I'll glue 1 pom-pom to the top of her head. I'm going to put some glue in there and then press that right on top of her head. And then the second pom-pom gets glued to the back of her head like a ponytail. Which is really cute. She looks like this. She looks kind of like a poodle right now. Then for her bow, I have some white bows from Petites Dimensional stickers. I like to buy these just pre-tied. And I think that it would also be cute with a red bow, but I have white for today. So I'm going to glue it in between the 2 pom-poms right here, making sure I can see it from the front. And then for a hanging loop, I will sew through some baker's twine and tie it off. I think I'll trim out her little tutu a little bit, and then she'll be done. There were just a couple of little straggly pieces of yarn. Thank you for watching my tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please like, share, and subscribe.